Hello, I'm Lloyd Benedict, and for the next few minutes I'd like to discuss how I evaluate personal injury cases. As a personal injury lawyer, one of the most frequent questions I am asked is, when am I entitled to recover? In the state of Oklahoma, injury victims may be entitled to recover money for damages. Damages may include items like medical bills, lost income, pain and suffering, mental anguish, permanency, and disfigurement. Another question I'm frequently asked is, what is my case worth? Simply put, your case is worth whatever a jury decides. However, most cases can be settled if an insurance company can be persuaded to settle. In order to settle a case, you must understand a few basic things about insurance companies. You do not have a legal right for settlement. It's all a matter of persuasion. Insurance companies do not make profits by giving away money. The other person's insurance company does not represent you. You have the burden of proof to prove your damages, not the insurance company. Anything that the insurance company asks or tells you mostly benefits them. And lastly, they do not personally care about you or your circumstances. The next question then becomes, how do you persuade an insurance company to settle out of court? Insurance companies, like juries, require evidence to prove that your damages are reasonable. For example, if you're in a motor vehicle accident and you're injured, you're required to be seen by a physician. A physician may charge you, let's say, $150. In turn, you give that bill for the $150 to the insurance company, and they'll probably consider it to be reasonable, and you'll probably settle your case for a fair amount. Well, what happens when your medical bills are $2,500 or even $5,000? Well, rest assured, it's going to require additional evidence to prove that that treatment was reasonable and necessary in order to receive a fair settlement. At Benedict Law Office, you can trust that I'll obtain all the evidence necessary in order to prove your case to the insurance company and receive the maximum settlement amount. The first stage is investigation. Careful investigation is necessary to understand all the facts of your case, understand the nature and extent of your injuries, and identify all the people responsible for your injuries. Investigation also requires obtaining all evidence that supports your damages, including required evidence of pain and suffering. Such evidence will give your case the extra strength needed to make winning arguments that leads to maximum settlements. Simply put, the more evidence and the more people that can be held responsible for your injuries, the better your settlement possibilities. The second stage is evaluation. After all the evidence has been gathered and all the responsible parties have been identified, I can then carefully examine the evidence to determine whether certain evidence will be considered strong or weak by the insurance companies. This is a critical stage because this is where the case strategy is developed. That is to say, it is very important to predict how the insurance companies will consider such evidence. The third stage is negotiation. Successful negotiation for me begins with my presenting the insurance company with the strongest and most effective evidence I was able to obtain. Such evidence allows me to control the negotiation process instead of the insurance company. Because I have negotiated over 15,000 personal injury cases since 1988, that experience allows me to obtain the maximum settlement for any particular case. The result is, I'm able to settle the vast majority of my clients' injury cases in the shortest period of time. If that case does not settle, then the next stage is litigation. In some instances, insurance companies want to delay the case by making low-ball settlement offers that are inconsistent with the evidence. This requires the filing of a lawsuit. Despite lawsuits taking considerable time to finalize, my experience allows me to settle most of the lawsuits without even having to go to trial. Many of my clients contact me soon after an accident has occurred. By doing so allows me to develop a case strategy necessary in order for me to effectively handle the case. However, there are many people that delay contacting an attorney only to find out that the insurance company has taken control of their case. To avoid harming your case, you should consider the following steps. Do not allow evidence of your accident scene to disappear. Do not allow evidence of your visible injuries to disappear. Do not give an insurance company a recorded statement. Do not use the insurance company's suggested body shop to fix your car. Do not give the other person's insurance company a signed medical release. Do not delay getting proper medical care. And do not miss your scheduled medical appointments. Whether or not you intend to hire an attorney, I strongly encourage you to contact me personally so we may discuss the strengths and weaknesses of your case and what your rights are. And remember, contacting an attorney after you've been duped from an insurance company may be too late to solve the problem. Well, I'm Lloyd Benedict, and again, thank you for your time.